welcome to reality. Yes, that is foundation on my shirt, right on my boob. Joe would be mad about that. In this look, I try all my new birthday things. Pretty much everything except my mascara and my brushes and my concealer is new. Oh, and my eyebrows. So eyebrows, mascara, concealer, and brushes. Those are the things that you've seen me use before. But everything else is new. My foundation, my eyeshadow, my highlighter, my blush, my contour bronzer, my lipstick. Oh, that's all new for my birthday. So if you like what you see, this light dusty rose spring look, very wedding appropriate, please keep watching. Okay, so I don't know if I'm gonna start with the eyes. I think I wanna start with the eyeballs. Or maybe complexion, because it's gonna be a little bit more complicated. Start with the eyeballs. I am going to use Urban Decay's Eyeshadow Primer Potion in the original formula. I think they have some other formulas, but this is probably the best primer I've ever experienced in my life. It's so soft and smooth, and I got this as a gift from a friend. It's just very silky. I don't know if it has dimethicone in it or not. I don't think it does, but it keeps the shadow from creasing. It keeps it from going anywhere, and the pigments that it absorbs are just awesome. So, and for eyeshadow, I'm going to be using the Urban Decay Naked 3 palette. It's their like rosy one. It's so pretty and has this giant mirror in it too. And it's not so like pink and red that it looks like I've got pink eye. It has like a rosy, like a dusty rose kind of like hue to it. And it comes with this double-sided brush. And it's not really named. So, oh my goodness, what kind of a look are we gonna go for today? Probably not something dark. I want something light and springy. So I'm gonna go in with the shade Limit, and I'm gonna put that all over my lid and into the crease. And this is like just a classic Dusty Rose blush color. No shimmer, nothing crazy. And then I'm going to take a crease brush, and I'm going to go with Nooner. And I'm just going to pretend they mean like a noon lunch break instead of something else. Now this is a matte taupe shade. And we're going to go in the crease. And then this outer V area, this outer corner. Maybe I should have taken a different brush. I think this one is fine. Just kind of add some definition to the crease and deepen that outer corner a little bit. Makes our eyes look bigger, which we want. Always want our eyes to look bigger. Something I like about this palette is that they're very cool colors. They have like blue and purple undertones as opposed to red and orange and yellow. And I just like that in terms of for eyeshadow. And I'm going to take a different brush and take Nooner and just deepen this outer corner a little bit. I just feel like it needs a little help. So our base shade is also our transition shade. And then I'm going to take one of these shimmery ones and pop it right in the center of my lid. I'm going to go in with Dust. I'm going to use my finger. It's just a very pink, pretty shade. It looks like dust. They're not wrong. And I'm just using my finger because I feel like that'll just apply a little bit better. We'll save our highlighting shades for when we actually use our highlighter, but I want to take the color Strange. That's just the light white kind of cream color in here, and I'm going to put that on my brow bone as a base for our highlighter, because our highlighter has some kind of gold colors, so I want it to still be light under there. I don't want the color to like overwhelm. I don't want the pigment and the shimmer to like just be way too much. Now I have a little bit of fallout, which is fine, because we haven't put on our base yet. Now as you can see, I love this eye look. Yay already. As you can see, I've got some visitors. So I'm going to put on some primer. I'm actually going to try 2 different primers today. I'm going to try the Smashbox Primerizer, which is primer and moisturizer in one, and then the Smashbox just like classic photo finish. Here they are next to each other. Photo finish primer. And I don't know, they're both oil free, but they're both great, and I just don't know which one I like better. So I'm going to use one on one half of my face and one on the other half of my face. So for both of those, a little bit went a long way. I put the primerizer on my right side, that's how I'm remembering, and the other one on my left side. So I'm just going to take a little bit of color correction and a little bit of that primerizer, because I feel like this color correction is not very like, I don't know. I just feel like it's not very good. This isn't new. This is just, you can hear baby girl in the other room. This isn't new. It's just something I need to do. So I thought I would walk you through it. And I probably should have used a smaller brush. But I'm using the green because the green will cancel out the red. Hopefully. That's the goal here. I am going to use a smaller brush to really pinpoint these areas that I'm going to hit a little heavier with concealer maybe. Ouch, this one right in between my eyes really hurts. So that's a bummer. And I just have some general redness on my forehead, so it's not bad that I used a bigger brush, because then I can just blend it out. And you can hear baby girl talking to her daddy in the other room. But I just have some visitors that I wish weren't visiting. I would say like in-laws, but I really like my in-laws, so it's not like in-laws. This is the Maybelline Master Camo palette, and to be honest, I don't like it, but I have it, so it's what I have. I've got a little bit of redness on my chin. So hopefully, I didn't go crazy on like every single red spot on my face, but hopefully this will help our foundation concealer situation. Okay, I'm going to be using my new foundation, Bare Minerals Bare Pro in the color Champagne. Now, when I first opened it, it looks very, not my skin tone, but it's a very full coverage foundation. A little bit nervous, also very excited. Now I did use this recently for a wedding I was in a little bit of a different color, but I still really loved it. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes. Oh, see, I didn't know that. The last time I opened it, I unscrewed it, and I was like, this is a weird applicator. It's got a squirty. Praise the Lord. Okay. It also locks. That's great. Oh my gosh. I already love the packaging. I'm a fan of that. So just squirt it on my hand and taking a damp beauty blender and gonna put it on my face. Now, of course, they want you to buy the brush that it comes with. I did not, because I did not think it necessary. And again, I have those 2 different primers on, so we'll see how this wears. I'm excited to do a little experimenting, because I got some for samples in an Ulta box, because I like bought so much stuff or bought specific things. If you guys watch my Instagram stories, you probably saw me opening that package, because I was really stoked, so I documented it on the Instagrams. Now we've got some different things to use to warm up the face. Okay, as you can see, that green is popping through a little bit, so maybe I used too much. That's okay, we can just use a little bit of concealer. It's a little bit weird because I don't wear a full coverage foundation very often, so you guys are probably freaking out a little bit. I already, I think, have a little bit of color from the sunshine. I hope. At least I feel like my forehead is darker than this foundation is. But that's what bronzer and stuff is for. So will make me look less like a ghost in one moment, please. Do you remember when I tried this foundation for the first time and I freaked out because I was like, it's so sticky, I hate it. Yeah, not that bad. Also, I just would like to point out, I have been using a new moisturizer, I'm getting it out here, that I got for free. I had to do some finagling, but it's the Peter Thomas Roth Water Drenched Hyaluronic Cloud Cream Hydrating Moisturizer. And this thing is spendy. And so I'm really glad that I didn't pay like full price for this, but I feel like it's really helping my fine lines. So now I'm like sold. I'm like such a sucker for it. But that's what happens. Expensive stuff is expensive for a reason. Usually because it works. Okay, we're going to use some concealer. Now on these high points of the face that I don't want to be high points of the face, I'm going to use my darker concealer because I don't want them to pop out any more than they are. But initially we're going to just go under the eyes. And not a lot of other places like absolutely need it. But I feel like these buddies are just sticking out a little bit. I'm going to use a little extra coverage on my cheeks because I have that scarring. And then we're just going to blend this out. And my face isn't perfect because I am a real human being. So that's just like how it is. Okay, we're going to be using a new powder brush. It is the Real Techniques setting brush to set our under eye. It's very fluffy and soft, but it's not as giant as some other setting brushes we've used. Oh, we should set the forehead quicky quick because fine lines. Okay, so I set specific areas with a lot of setting powder, and then I'm gonna just go in with a bigger brush and set the rest. I don't know if you can already tell, but because I use those two different colors of concealer, I already have some dimension to my face, which I'm a fan of. I'm gonna do my brows quick. And because you guys have seen me do them before, not gonna focus on it. I believe this is the Arbonne pencil, if you guys were ever curious, in dark, classic. Okay, so let's finish the eyeballs before we move on to complexion. Now I'm gonna take Nooner on a brush. Good one. Let's see, what kind of a brush do we want to use? I kind of want to use, I wanted to use one that I already used, so I'm gonna just use a random one. And take that under the eyes. Now I am going for kind of a spring look, so not going crazy with like a dark eyeliner. A full coverage spring look. Does that even exist? I don't know. It does now. And then what do we want to do? I think I want to take a little bit of something darker on the lash line. Do we even want to do that? I'm going to leave it for now. And after I finish everything, if my eyes feel like they're still blending in too much, then we will go back and do something with the upper lash line and maybe lower lash line. Okay, I'm really stoked to move on to complexion because I have 3 new products I'm really looking forward to sharing with you. 2 of them I got for free. 1 of them I basically got for free. So when I bought my Bare Minerals foundation, because it's their like most expensive foundation or whatever, they had a promotion going on that their blushes were $6. Can you believe that? So instead I got a darker tone blush that would be considered a bronzer for my skin tone, because it's a blush for darker skin tones, but for me, it's a bronzer. So I got this color in Beige for Days, and we're gonna bronze this face. Now, if you guys have never felt a Bare Minerals bronzer, they're so creamy. Like so soft and creamy. It's ridiculous. Okay, so I'm just going to use it to warm up my face just a touch. And because I'm already powdered, this should go on really nicely. But because it's a pressed powder, I have to be careful how much powder I'm picking up. And it's also such a creamy, creamy pigment. So just want to be careful of that. Maybe I should use a fluffier brush. It's pretty warm toned, which I don't know how I feel about. I don't know. I'm still in the debate of like, what looks good on my skin, stuff like that. Because I recently found out, not recently, I already knew this, but I have warm skin, so I have yellow undertones, which I already knew. But apparently, guess what colors look good on those? Warm colors. So like oranges and reds and yellows, the ones I don't like wearing. And I wonder if I don't like that because of my dark hair or something. I don't know. Just doing a light bit of contour, and because this shimmer is, or this blush bronzer is not shimmery, that's why I'm contouring a little bit with it. Just a little bit to look like I have seen the sun already this spring. And I'm going to take a little bit on the tip of my nose. You guys know how I like to do that. Make my nose look a little bit more like Audrey Hepburn's. Because it was my birthday, I got a birthday gift from Ulta, which I mentioned on my stories the other day. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram, I put a lot on there that I don't put anywhere else. And their birthday gift was a mini travel size orgasm blush. Now, I didn't name it, so let's just move past it. But it's this cute little buddy. And it comes with a little mirror, so great for traveling. Oh, hang on, this little plastic thing is in here still. And it's just so, so pretty, I think especially for spring. And it's got some gold reflex in it, so I'm looking forward to trying that out. And it's such a cute little size. So I think it'll look nice with these eyes, kind of this pinkiness we have happening. But I'm going light because the eyeshadow palette is more of like a dusty rose, and this is like Barbie pink. So it'll be really fun for spring and summer, but I don't want it to be the focus of this look. You know that draping one I just did? Yeah, that blush was the focus. But it's kind of cool because this blush has a shimmer in it that goes really well with the highlighter we're gonna use. Now I'm going to take a bigger fluffy brush and kind of combine our bronzer and our blush situation. I want them to really meld well together here on the upper, kind of further back on the face. I just want them to look kind of seamless. I want them to be buddies. I think that will tie in the bronzer really nicely. I feel like my right face looks better, so good thing that's the one you guys can see better. Okay, and this highlighter was sent to me by a friend for just my birthday gift, and it's the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in the color, I don't know, maybe one of those is the color. Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder. I haven't looked much at Wet n Wild's ingredients since they, oh my gosh, I just got foundation all over my shirt. All over my clean shirt. I haven't looked much at Wet n Wild's, products since they kind of like redid the formula, but look at this. Oh my gosh, I'm so stoked to try this. So I'm going to use that setting brush that we used earlier. Oh, I don't want to ruin the flower pattern that's on here. It has kind of a like a pinky, woo, hi. We're gonna take it around because I want the eyes to really be friends with everybody else in the world with this look. It's not like a gold, oh my gosh, I don't know what it is, but I love it. Oh, like the pigment itself is kind of pink or like peachy. I hope you can see that. I don't want to ruin the pretty pattern that's on here. You can see it like on the brush, it like gets pink. So, so I want to go light because I don't want the pigment to like overtake the look I want the glow to overtake the look, you know what I'm saying? And then we're gonna take a little bit of that on the brow bone. This is that highlighter I was talking about earlier, you know what I'm saying? Because the Naked 3 palette doesn't have like a white highlighter shade. It just has that pink shimmer that we used in the center of our lids. So that is their lightest shade in this palette. But oh my goodness, don't these go well together. Woo! And gotta get that inner corner. Now, I was careful not to highlight this Cyclops maker. Okay, I feel like our eyes are disappearing a little bit, so I'm gonna take a liner brush and I'm gonna get it wet. That's what I'm gonna do while I move everything around here. I'm gonna take the color Nooner. I'm not gonna go darker into like a darker brown. I'm gonna take that same color and go along the lash line. Now this color isn't like a brown, it's basically like a dark mauve. So that's why I thought it would be good, because it won't, it's still the colors we're using in the rest of the eye. Joe has started making these like really crazy like squeaky noises. It's pretty funny. Okay, I like what that did for us. I just popped a little bit more shimmer of that dust color onto the center of the lids. I just felt like it needed a little bit more, or maybe it was falling off or something. Okay, and then I'm gonna do mascara quick, and then we'll do lips, and then we're done. Don't have a new mascara to try. I actually have one in the mail coming with a substantial Tarte order that I placed. But those were birthday gifts I bought for myself. They weren't birthday gifts that like other people bought me, so that's why they didn't make the cut for this Let's Hear vid. So far, I'm really, really pleased. I love this bronzer, I love this blush, I love this highlighter, I love this eye look. I love everything. Let's see if the lips meet my standards. I'm sure they will. It's from Bite Beauty, so I'm sure they will. I count these as a birthday gift because it was one of the little birthday packages from Sephora that a friend got for her birthday and then gave it to me. How sweet is that? Because if you guys remember, I got the Glam Glow skincare birthday gift. And so I got to experience both, which was so sweet of her. So the things it came with were an agave lip balm and an agave sugar lip scrub. I actually already have a little bit of lip balm on, and I don't feel a huge need to use the lip scrub. I will maybe use that on a bride this summer or something like that. And then there was an Amuse-Bouche lipstick in Chai, which is kind of brown, mauve-y brown color. I feel like it's very 90s. Oh my gosh, I just took off the tip of it with my cap. That's so sad. Also, their packaging is so cute and little and matte and kind of a charcoal color in the color Chai. And then I got a matte creme lip crayon in Glacé. Now this is kind of a dusty rose and this is a brown. I think I want to use the brown. Now this isn't, it's not matte, it's just their like classic lipstick. But really soft, but not like slick. Look at how little it is. Also, it smells good. Because some lipsticks, I feel like they're just gonna come off right away. And this doesn't really feel like it's going anywhere. Oh, it feels good. It feels kind of like a really good chapstick. But it's a lipstick! Oh my gosh. Here it is. I'm sad my skin's not in better condition. Always do that after you put lipstick on it. Put your finger in. My skin up here is a little bit rough because I'm really loving everything about this look, but I am going to wear it throughout the day and check in, especially about the 2 different primers, because I think you guys need to know that. I'm really, really excited to wear this throughout the day. I feel really pretty. So thanks so much for joining me. Oh my gosh, I forgot one of the most important steps. Because I'm going to be wearing this all day, to see how the foundation wears and the different primers that I use, I'm going to be using some setting spray. Okay, and this is the most prestigious, like stuck-up bottle I've ever used in my life. It's the Urban Decay All-Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. Long-lasting. I've heard it's amazing. I've used it a couple times. I think it's great. But look at this. Okay, so I got the travel version, so that's why it's little. Take this cap off. There's another cap. What? Why? Stupid. So if you've never used setting spray before, you spray in a circle and then in an X. And just keep like all over the place. If you've never used it before, now you know. And you have to let it dry before you open your eyes or anything. Obviously, I'm talking because I'm letting you know like what's going down. But I bought it for the weddings that I'm doing this summer, and it turns out I'm using it more on myself than other things. That's not true. I just haven't had many weddings happen yet. So I just got to be sure not to use it all before the weddings take place. Also, the fates must have heard me because one of the caps fell off the counter and I can't find it. So now I just have one cap, like a normal bottle. So it has been many hours since I put on my makeup. And overall, I feel like I really need to shower. That needs to happen. That's on the priority list. Overall, I feel like it wore a little bit similarly in terms of there's like breaking up a little bit around my nose, around my chin, and my pores. I feel like they're like, neo, like we are pores. I feel like it's so, they're like broadcasting themselves. But in terms of like other breakage, I feel like this side under my eyes is a little bit better. And maybe in terms of fine lines, this side is better. I don't know. Overall, things wore really well throughout the day. If I, like my foundation, okay, I've washed my hand multiple times and this foundation that was on my hand like will not come off. So it doesn't come off just with like a wipe of like a jacket or something like that, which is really nice. The lipstick was so comfortable. I wore it a lot longer than I wear other lipsticks after I film a video. Like I forgot I had lipstick on. It felt so creamy and moisturizing. And I felt like I had some fall down of my eyes throughout the day, but I didn't know if that was my mascara like breaking up or if that was my eyeshadow. I don't think it was my eyeshadow. Highlighter still looks pretty good. Bronzer still looks pretty good. Just around my nose and cheeks here, I feel like it's a little bit rough, so maybe I need to put more primer on in that area. Overall, though, I feel like it did pretty well. Oh, I also think it oxidized just a tad. I just feel like it got a little bit darker once it was on my skin and I wore it for a little bit than it was when I first put it on. But overall, this is a very positive foundation primer new makeup experience. And keep it real, whether that's using your same old like solid makeup products that you know you love or going out on a limb, trying something new and ending up loving it. So thank you so much to all of the generous birthday gifts and birthday wishes that I received. I felt so cared for by just the way you guys knew me and reached out to me. So thank you so much and see you next time. Bye.